You're listening to Random Gameplay Pimpin.
What is going down? What is going down? It is your boy, Studio MacGyver, and you are listening to Random Gameplay Pimpin'. If you're new to the podcast, welcome to the show. If you're into anime, nerd culture, and most importantly, video games, you come to the right place because we talk about all of that shit here. This is podcast episode number 342. Welcome back, family. I have a lot to discuss this episode. I want to give you guys a rundown on the transition so far, where I'm at, what's going on in my life, all this stuff. If you didn't hear last week's podcast, go listen to that shit and you will understand all of it. But yeah, we're going to talk about that, of course. And then we're also going to get into some some news about a YouTuber that I brought up, and the butter is out on the table with this guy. It's almost like a witch hunt now, and I'm talking about the Completionist. We're also going to talk about Sony. Yes, Sony has made some phone calls. They've got some of their butter out here in stores. I think they're spreading the love throughout the continent, pretty much everywhere. Okay, Sony has butter on the table. They have butter under your car seat. They have butter everywhere you turn, under your bed, in your bathroom. It's heavy, okay? We're going to get into that in the future and what this might mean for us gamers and such. So we're going to talk about that. Also, some Fallout news. We got a Fallout trailer. Want to talk about that a little bit. We also have some Cyberpunk 2077. I thought I was done talking about Cyberpunk, but we have more Cyberpunk to talk about. Yes. Also some Dragon's Dogma. We got an update on that. Dragon's Dogma 2, let me say that. And then some GTA quick news. It's happening literally probably when you'll be listening to this podcast or not soon after that. So I'm going to, talk about that as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let me first start out and say that there's no anime watch list this week, guys, because I didn't really get a chance to watch too much. I was too busy trying to find a fucking place to live and go through all these things. And I'm going to get into that in two shakes of a lamb's tail. But yes, there's been a lot of stuff going on. But now I'm happy to announce I am finally in a new place. There's boxes everywhere, of course, and spend a shit ton of money. But hey, the payoff is just having that peace of mind and not having to worry about anyone using their authority against you just for dumb, frivolous shit. Okay. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll say it again. Go listen to episode number 341 and you will understand everything. Okay. To give everybody a quick rundown, I was staying with my girlfriend's mother. We were staying there to fast forward the process of us getting a house and moving to Georgia. Okay. It being her house, she has her set of rules, and a lot of them are pretty strange, weird, whatever you want to call it. Okay. It's just, but it was her way. So cool, whatever. But that's the gist of it. And we clashed heads and it wasn't my fault. Like I said, listen to the last episode's podcast and I break it down literally. I didn't talk about anything else. I gave you guys the whole shebang. I left nothing unturned. Every stone was turned over. I gave you guys all the shit. Okay. Got out of there, got out of that situation. Had to stay in a fucking hotel for like 8-9 days. And paid, I think it was like $88, man, like a night. It was some stupid shit. I ended up spending a shit ton of money in the hotels. But anyway, that happened. Trying to find the apartment. We got it, but there was a lot of different things that happened. Okay, so we really were supposed to move in days before we actually moved in, but it was something happening here, something happening there. The apartment wasn't ready. I guess new management took over, and the apartments that they claimed were ready, when they went to go show the apartments, they found out that it wasn't. So it was just a lot of shit going on. Like, I still don't have a washer and dryer, and that's supposed to be here this week. So like I said, it still smells like fucking fresh paint in here. And there's a lot of boxes. The movers came in today, which is Sunday, and they fucking moved everything here. And there's a shit ton of boxes everywhere. So we have to comb through all of this shit, which is mostly hers, of course, and then put all that shit in storage and make this a happy home, so to speak. So I thank God today was the day that the movers came, because I have my computer desk. I have all of my shit here for the most part. Still don't have my PlayStation hooked up, my Xbox. None of my games are hooked up. They're here, thank God. I can touch my PlayStation. I can see my Xbox. All these things, they're here, but I haven't hooked them up yet because, like I said, it's just so much shit going on, guys. Having to go shop for shit, making sure I have food to eat here, and I've been eating fast food. I spent probably in the past week a few $100s easily on fucking fast food and restaurants and shit like that. So I said, you know what? I'm tired of eating this trash, this fast food. Let me go to Walmart. Let me grab some shit. Put it in the cupboard. I can guarantee you guys one thing. I didn't forget the butter. I definitely have butter in the refrigerator, and I use it for all kinds of things. So yeah, I have my Bluebonnet butter, but it's here, and I've got groceries now. So now, tomorrow, my main goal is unpacking my games and my systems and hooking that shit all up, so that I can finally touch a PlayStation and Xbox controller again. My Switch has been holding it down. Also, my Retroid Pocket 3 Plus has been holding me down. It held me down in the hotel, so it's cool. Thank you, Nintendo, for being there for me when I needed you. Thank you, Retroid Pocket, for being there. I played a lot of PlayStation games. I played a lot of Game Boy Advance games on there. And then, of course, the Switch was there as well. So that's what I'm saying. I never leave home without something. Okay, I'm taking something with me to play. It doesn't fucking matter. Finally moved in here, guys, for the most part. Enough to give you guys a podcast. If you hear noise in the background, it's the airplanes. We're close to like an airport. So you may hear that, periodically throughout the podcast. I'll edit it best I can, but I'm apologizing in advance. But anyway, like I said, new place, new different set of rules, new different sets of ways you have to figure out how to record and get everything right. So my goal is in the next few weeks to actually have my sound quality at tip top condition. Okay. And treating the room for sound and all that is pretty cool right now. But we live now in a place with all fucking hardwood floors. So the echoing in here is real. I'm going to edit it best I can, and having all this stuff in here actually helps with that. So that's me. I can't wait to knock this podcast out, edit it, and then go in here and try to catch up on some anime. I got a shit ton of anime, but I'm kind of pissed because the cable provider that we have, which is, I think they are called Spectrum. Okay. They have this shit called Xumo. Okay. XUMO. And it's basically their box or their version. So what it is it's kind of like a Roku or a Amazon Fire Stick or whatever. And it has a bunch of apps on there. It has some cable, and that's how you watch cable now, right? So I'm thinking, okay, well, let's download the apps. They had pretty much all the apps you could think of, Disney Plus and Hulu and Netflix and all that's on there. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me just find Crunchyroll real quick. I scrolled all fucking day up and down until I finally had to go Google this shit, and they tell me that Crunchyroll is not there. Now, I've seen dozens of other fucking apps here. I've never seen these apps before in my fucking life, okay? But they don't have Crunchyroll. So Xumo can kiss my ass. I'm not a fan now because Crunchyroll is not there. So I have to figure out another way to watch my anime, well, at least Crunchyroll, in the bed. Well, I do have my iPad, and that also got me through when I was in hotels and all that shit. So thank you for my iPad as well. So that's what I'll have to probably end up doing. But it is what it is, you know. I wish they had that, and I don't understand why they don't. That's crazy, man. Where are we now? Okay. Got past all that. We're moved in. Well, I am. They're not coming until my son gets out of school on Christmas break. So I'm basically here solo Johnson for another 2 weeks. Okay, which is cool. I'm not complaining. You know what I'm saying? This alone time is kind of, I haven't had this much alone time in a long time. So I'm kind of, my tolerance is kind of definitely went down. Okay, my kids came to move and get some stuff in here and everything like that. And my tolerance level has been demolished. Okay. My fuse was very short. Okay. With them today. And it was never like that. And I think that's because I haven't been around them in a while, and it kind of just went down. I'm used to the somberness and the quietness again. And I think that's what it is. But Christmas break around December 15th, that's when that will all change, and I'll get acclimated pretty quick. It'll probably take me a few days, and then I'll be right back where I was, my tolerance level high. I can't wait for Christmas though, because I'm whipping my son's ass in Mortal Kombat 1. He's getting that for Christmas, and he's probably going to get the Naruto game as well. So yeah, we'll probably have lots and lots of hours clocked in on his Xbox Series X, which is what he wants for Christmas. He has a Series S, but he wants an X now. And that's cool because I can sponge off his system and go get, Naruto Broken Bond finally from the Xbox 360 and play that game. It's a game I've always wanted to play. I never got a chance to play it. It's only available on the Xbox 360. So yes, Xbox does have their advantages, guys. I'm telling you right now. And that's one of them for me. But anyway, let's get on with the show. After the living situation I just broke down to you guys, I am going to now dive into the actual show, the meat and potatoes, so to speak. And let's talk about the Completionist. I mentioned this guy before, and everybody's after him now. Everybody is after this guy. He has purposely shut himself off from the world. You have not heard anything from this guy since these videos started coming out. And rightfully so, if I'm him, I'm trying to shut the fuck up. Maybe by his lawyer. Maybe he has a lawyer and his lawyer saying, yo, don't say shit. Or maybe he doesn't, and he's just trying to stick his head in the sand like an ostrich and hoping this shit will go away like a fucking bad dream. But I'm here to tell you it's not. Okay, I've done a video on him just for shits and giggles, but I'm nobody right now in the YouTube world. There's a lot of people doing content on this guy, man. There's a shit ton of people, and it's not going to go away. It's kind of like everybody just kind of, just flocked together and just attacked this guy. Rightfully so, though. Anytime you take from charity and you use your mother's illness as a cover, man, that's crazy. That's sick, man. That's just low as fuck. It's happening. Okay. The butter is on the table and he has nowhere to turn. Okay. Every time he takes a napkin or a towel and wipes butter to try to clean it, there's more butter on top. And he doesn't understand where the butter's coming from, but it's too late. And apparently there's more to this story than I thought initially. There's actually more butter that he left on the table. And this is surrounding a golf tournament. So every year this guy has a golf tournament now, and there's money taken from that as well. The problem with the golf tournament money is nobody can find that money, apparently. Apparently that money just is put into his hand and then it disappears. This is only going to get worse for this guy. I'm kind of rubbing my hands together like Birdman, waiting to see what is going to happen next. What are the authorities going to do, if anything? I think something's going to happen. I think the egg is going to break because it's just too much attention on this story. There's too many people covering this in the gaming community. And you got to think now that the IRS and the government is looking into this, and it's not going to be good for this guy, man, and his family. This could be the beginning of the end of the Completionist, and he could get jail time. He can definitely get his channel, taken away. All these things. I see all these things on the horizon. I mean, they may start with the YouTube channel, taking that, okay, his bread and butter, so to speak. And then after that, it's downhill from there. Everybody's going to play the snitch game. Who's going to snitch on who? What's going to happen? And time may be handed out, okay? It's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds, but he brought it on himself, guys. This is something that you cannot play with, and I'm surprised he was doing this and getting away with it for so many years. It just goes to show you, when you're a public figure, you're not safe. You really have to watch your P's and Q's, man. You really do, because people are always lurking. They're always looking, especially when it has to do with money and charities and all of these type of things. It's not good. It's not good at all. I used to watch this guy. I mean, he had a pretty dope YouTube channel. All he does is platinum games. And he goes through all the turmoil and all the things and blood, sweat, and tears it takes to beat some of these games and 100% these games. I thought it was a cool channel. Still think the concept is cool, but definitely now with this happening, can't look at this guy the same again. And a lot of people feel the same way. So we'll see what happens, guys. I'm just saying, it's fucked up. Anyway, let's move on to the next lecture at hand. And let's talk about Sony. Okay. Sony has butter everywhere right now. And I can't believe this, man. As a Sony fan, I don't understand this. I know there's stipulations that have to be dealt with and all of that, but it's beginning to suck. Okay. I'm just keeping it real. And apparently Sony has done this before a couple years back. I want to say 2021, maybe. Basically, there's this thing where you can buy movies, okay, or shows or TV episodes or whatever on the platform, right? But it's digital, of course, right? So you buy it digital, you download it, whatever, cool, you own that, or so you thought, or so you think you did, but no, you don't. Apparently, Sony put out something recently and said, hey, look, for you who bought this or bought this show or bought this episode of that show, we're just letting you know now, there's been some changes and we have to erase this and we have to take this from you. Even though you paid your money for it, we have to take this from you. Okay. Yes, you paid for it. We gave it to you digitally and now we have to take it from you. So it will be nowhere to be found from this day forward. Okay. So the gist of it is they have these shows. Okay. And whatever on their platform to stream by whatever, right? They have certain contracts with these shows, right? And it's a time contract. So it doesn't last forever, right? There's an expiration date. So when that date comes to be, they can no longer, if they choose not to renew it, they can no longer host that show the show, or even allow people to buy the show, and apparently allow people to keep the show that they paid for digitally. All right. And I guess it's in the fine print somewhere. If you go down there and read it, that's why there's a lot of people that don't understand the digital side of things, especially gamers who aren't in the know, like a lot of us are, who follow this stuff and who just love it and who live in it all the time. It's a sad truth. It's a sad reality of this is where the future is heading. And if you bought anything digital, it's never promised 110%. Okay. A lot of these things you don't even realize you signed waivers over for this stuff. When you go down and say, I accept, and you hit that I accept button with your controller or whatever on the internet, your computer, whatever, in case something happens, something goes bad, they can take this stuff from you. And there's nothing you can do about it, even if you paid for it. Okay. That's why digital games are just, it's a plus and minus to this. But there's a lot of people like me who are into conservation when it comes to games in general. Okay. But the games are getting so big, the sizes are getting so much out of hand that the only way these companies know how to delve out these games now is digitally, because it's too much money to try to give it to you physically. But there's people like me and other people who still are into collecting and preserving a lot of these older games, because you don't have to worry about that with these older games. And even like the Nintendo Switch, you don't have to necessarily worry about those type of things, right? You pretty much get your games on that cartridge, and there may be an update here or there for a game or two, and the game update size is very small, very tiny. So you don't have to worry about that shit. But the new stuff, guys, you just do. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's just the way it's the way of the world now, you know? So a lot of people need to understand that this is where it's headed. And it's scary because you might have your game for 2 years and then after that, you just don't. All right. So there's a lot of people who are trying to conserve this, and there may be future fail safes in place to kind of help navigate people through this. And maybe, hey, you can go to this site, you can go here, whatever, and download these games if you have a membership or whatever. But my question is, what's going to happen when like the Xbox or PlayStation or even Nintendo, their servers finally go down? What happens to those games, all those games that you paid for? They just become vaporware. Most likely that's what's going to happen. Or is there going to be some sort of backup server where you can go and download all these things? Who knows? And that's where piracy comes into play, because people are pirating games for this simple fact as well. It's almost like you're going to have to pirate your own games to keep them, in essence. And that's what some people are saying they're going to do, because they don't get to keep what they pay for. They believe that if I paid this money for this, I should be able to keep it, period. Right. And that's just not the way it is. So there's a lot to be said about what's going on with Sony. And I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, not just with Sony, but with other companies in general, moving forward with the digital age that we're approaching. And I don't think anyone can really stop it. I think it's just something that is going to have to be accepted. There's some who will buck the system, like me and a lot of other people, and will still try to collect as much as they can, some of their favorite games of old and conserve their games. And I'm that kind of guy as well. If I really love a game, I'm going to try my best to conserve it if I can and get it physical if I can. If I'm really lucky, hey, maybe it'll be all on the same fucking disc, right? It is what it is. It's a sad reality of gaming. And, I think we're going to have to at least acknowledge it, because there's some people who still don't want to acknowledge it, but it is what it is. It's here. Now I want to kind of talk a little bit about Fallout. We have a Fallout trailer, a live action trailer, and this is going to be a series. Okay. Not a movie. It's going to be a series. And from what I saw, if you guys saw the trailer, it's about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes long. It looks pretty good, man. Not going to lie, not going to front. I think it's on Prime Video. Amazon Prime Video is where it's going to be at. And it looks pretty good. Everybody who's seen it is pretty happy with what they saw. From what I could see, what I saw, period, looked good. So I'm wondering how this is going to turn out. Could it just be a facade and it ends up being trash? Yeah, sure. But at the same time, it could also be a classic. It could be very good. There's sirens in the background. If you hear that, guys, like I said, please forgive me. It looks good. I'm kind of anxious to see it. I definitely want to see where this goes. If it hits and if it's popular, hey, we can get more. And they can take this franchise a lot of different places, especially if it's doing good things and a lot of people are enjoying it. The only thing is it just seems like you have to have every streaming service to get all this stuff, man. It just seems like when you feel like you got everything, oh, I'm good with Hulu and Netflix and Crunchyroll. Oh, no, what about Peacock? Oh, no, what about Amazon Prime? It never stops. What about Apple TV? And the list goes on and on. Showtime, Max, Showmax, whatever they call this shit. It's just, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And we pretty much have a lot of them. And it's the same as paying cable. They keep going up in prices. Everything's going up, man. I go on a side tangent. Let me just get on this real quick. Every Sunday, I like to go to Popeyes, okay? And I get a 2-piece. It's like clockwork almost every Sunday. And I remember 2 years ago, it used to be $4.99. It was a $4.99 special. And then a year went by and then it went to $5.99. Well, I went to Popeyes today to get my Sunday special. And they sat there and told me, yo, it's going to be $6.99 now. I was like, wow, it just keeps going up and keeps going up and keeps going up. But that's just a side tangent. It's whatever. But these streaming services are doing the same thing. Netflix used to be really cheap and now it's not. Okay. And everybody's raising their shit. They're raising their prices. I just hope they keep coming out with different apps and shit so they may lower these prices and try to encourage fairness, so to speak, because the more they have, the better it is for us because we have more choices. So they're trying to fight for everybody's attention. And so they have to sometimes bring their prices down. So We'll see. I don't know if that's going to happen, guys. It depends on, sometimes what we're talking about. It can be restaurants, and that can differ from platforms like this, like Netflix and Hulu and stuff. So we'll see. Don't know. Definitely looking forward to Fallout, though. I think it's coming out in April. I want to say April 2024. So be looking out for that around April. Now, here's a couple of updates I want to talk about. Let me just get the GTA 6 out of the way now. GTA 6, the trailer is airing on Monday. So depending on what time you're listening to the show, it could be hours right after. If you're early morning and first day listener, which, most of you guys are, you listen Monday morning as soon as it comes out, then, you're a few hours. It's supposed to be like 9 a.m. I don't know what time zone, depending on what time zone you are, of course, that would differ. But it's going to be in the morning sometime, and it's going to be Monday. So looking forward to seeing what this is going to be about. And I'll definitely be talking about it next week on the next week's episode. But I'm wondering what they're going to show us. If it's going to be story based, is it going to be online based? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what more can Rockstar do that they have already done. It seems like they've done it all, but maybe they haven't, guys. With so many updates, so many different things that they've added over the years, what is 6 going to entail? Okay, I'm very curious. And a lot of people probably are feeling the same way. So we'll definitely address that next week for sure. So be looking out for that trailer this Monday. Now I want to talk a little bit about Dragon's Dogma 2. It's a game that I'm really anticipating. I love Dragon's Dogma 1, the first one. I think it's Capcom's one of their best games. It's a classic. I remember when it came out, nobody saw that one coming. Not from Capcom. They don't really do RPGs. But this one was done right. And I have it for the Switch. I have it for the PlayStation. I have it for, multiple systems because I love it that much. I just can't wait to see what this game has. Now, we do have a deluxe edition. Now, here's the crazy thing about this deluxe edition. This deluxe edition right now, as of this recording of this podcast, it is only available digitally, okay? You're not going to get this shit with the fucking physical copy. Now, could they come out with a digital or a deluxe edition physical? Sure. I don't see why they wouldn't. And there hasn't been any news or any announcements of a collector's edition, which is crazy. I hope they have one. I may have to make that move, guys, because I love Dragon's Dogma. But we'll see. I think they're going to hit us with that. This is Capcom we're talking about here. And I think this is their first game, their first $70 game. I could be wrong, but I think it is. But anyway, we're talking about Capcom. And while we're on Capcom, I'm going to jump into that in a second. But Dragon's Dogma, the update, that's what we're looking at now. I don't know. Hopefully we get this. I just don't think that they're going to leave us high and dry for the physical. Now, they do have the physical, which is going to be $70, which is going to be about $75 after taxes. But I'm worried about having a deluxe edition because the deluxe edition comes with a lot of different stuff, man. It comes with, I think, also a character editor. I don't know what that entails. I'm wondering, are we not getting an editor in the base game or not? Or maybe they're just adding some things to it, some cosmetics maybe or something. I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted on that because I'm a huge Dragon's Dogma fan. So looking forward to this one, March 22nd, when the game releases. When I talked about it being leaked, and it was confirmed that that was the right date, and it is coming out then. So be looking out for that. Also, speaking of Capcom, while we're on this Capcom train, they have done some shitty shit, okay? And I'm not surprised that Capcom is doing this. And I'm talking about Street Fighter, all right? Apparently right now, if you were to get all the costumes, I think for the characters, it's going to equate to about $100 for that, okay? And a lot of people are talking about this. This has never been that expensive for character costumes. I think it's around $10 per outfit or something like that. It's something stupid crazy, all right? I remember it was being like around $5 at first, but it's always been expensive, guys. Capcom is doing this. I don't like it. It's poor practice, and they're getting backlash for it. And I hope they continue to get backlash for it so they can know their place when it comes to this shit and take a couple steps back. Put the butter away. They got too much butter out here right now, and they need to stop, all right? They're hitting people over the head with foreign objects. They're removing their fucking garments. They're turning the lights down low, and they're doing strange things to people's bodies in the dark. Okay, that's what it feels like. You might as well hit me upside the head, pull my drawers down, and pull out warm fucking butter, all right, and use it on me, because that's what it feels like you guys are doing. You're trying to fuck everyone. All right. And nobody's giving you permission. So what do we call that? Yeah, we call that another word, a 4-letter word. But anyway, that's what they're doing. It's just egregious. It's too much. And I'm just not surprised that Capcom pulled this. I knew they were going to hit us with something, okay, sooner or later, because it was just too good to be true. I was like, yo, I mean, this Street Fighter 6 is crazy. It was good. You had all these modes, all this stuff. And I was just waiting for that other shoe to drop, and now it has. And they're trying to make up for it. Oh, we're doing it. So they're gonna try to hit everybody on the back end and find out. So we'll see. Maybe they change their tune. Maybe they drop the prices. And the crazy thing also is about this, guys. A lot of these outfits, you're not getting them in game. You could just, oh, well, I'll just grind out and get in-game currency and buy it that way. No, that's not how it works. They will not let you buy it with in-game currency. They want you to buy this with real money. And that's the part that pisses most people off about this. You can't grind for it. You can't grind for it. You can't earn it in game. You have to buy it. So we'll see where this goes. We'll see what happens. And I guess we'll address it when anything changes. If I hear anything, guys, I will definitely keep you posted. Please believe me, because I am a Street Fighter fan. I haven't played it in a while. There's just been so much going on and so many other games and stuff. But I love my Street Fighter. I love me some Street Fighter. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now I want to talk about Cyberpunk 2077, man, because I just thought they were finished. We got this last update, okay? The 2.0 update, the DLC. I thought we were covered, and I would have been perfectly fine with that. And I'm still playing Cyberpunk. I have taken my time with Cyberpunk. I'm not rushing it. I'm doing all kinds of shit in that game when I play it. So it's a beautiful game, and it gets better and better. They're trying to give us this No Man's Sky treatment, man. They're continuously doing it. Now we have a new update coming out on Tuesday. That's right, December 5th. And this update is going to give us a lot more shit. All right. Now this update is bringing us some candy because it's fucking sweet. Now, they're not divulging all the information to us, right? They're keeping some stuff. They're saying we're not going to give everything away. You're going to have to find out. But what they are telling us, there is a metro system that's added, which was already fast travel, but we also get to travel now in real time. So you get to go through this system, the metro system. You're in there like you're on the metro, and you get to see the city, and you get to, people sitting down, chilling, doing your thing. It just makes it more real. And it just makes people like me who, whenever I'm in the world of Cyberpunk, I want to be engulfed in all of its glory. Like, it's just a beautiful world to be in. I love that fucking world. It's just, especially at night when everything's going, it's dope. Just to run around and just listen to music. It's crazy. I love it. But anyway, they're adding that. They're also adding radio on the go. So you're driving and you're like, yo, my song is on. I don't want to get out right now. So I'm just going to sit in the car until it's done or whatever. So now they're at this. So basically you can just walk around the city and you can fucking listen to your shit. Now, the only caveat to this is the fact that you have to disable it when you're doing main missions and when you're having conversations. That's the only caveat. Other than that, you're Gucci. If you just want to run around in the world and just do shit, random things, hey, keep your shit on you. It's beautiful. They also added, what else did they add? They also updated the Atom Smasher boss fight. Everybody was talking about Atom Smasher and how he was too easy and he didn't live up to his name in the lore, which he's a badass in the lore. Everybody knows that. And now apparently they have fixed that. So for somebody like me who hasn't beaten the main story yet, yo, I'm going to love to see what this is. And the devs even said it. They said, look, when you guys fight him, remember, it was you guys who were talking about how he was too easy. I'm guessing he's going to be a hell of a boss fight now. He's going to be how he was supposed to, and he was always intended to be, right? Because you can get pretty OP in this game. So for that to happen and he still give you a fucking challenge like that, I can't wait to see what this is going to be about. And they said they added a bunch of new things, the way he moves, the way he does, everything. So can't wait for that. So a lot of people are going to be pleased with that, I'm sure. And now they also added, yes, I'm not done. They've also added replayable car races. They added new vehicles, which I love bikes. Okay. New fucking bikes. And they added 5 new bikes. So these are supposed to be awesome. I can't wait to see what those are going to be about. And they also added another car. And they said they're not going to get, they want to give everything away, but there's a special car in here that's in here somewhere. So looking forward to that. Also, they updated the bike combat. So now you can actually, if somebody who throws knives or axes or whatever, you can do that on your bike. And they also have new car chases. If you get into it with a group or a gang or whatever, so you get into them, you shoot them up, you fuck them up or whatever, and then you go about your way, those people will eventually find their dead crew and they will come after you. So you might just be walking down the street minding your business or doing another side mission, and next thing you know, you got people running up on you trying to run you down, like the police. Okay. That's adding a lot more realism to it as well. Just, they keep adding shit. And like I said before, guys, I thought we were done with 2.0, but we're not. Okay, we're not. And there was a reason why I never removed this game off of my PlayStation yet, because I'm still playing the DLC, of course, as well. I'm really taking my time with that. A huge Idris Elba fan. But now they added this as well. It's crazy. What else can we get? Can we get a 2.2 update? Who knows? Who knows what these guys are working on? Because they told us, oh, we're done with this. After 2.0, we're done. We're focusing on and then they hit us with the 2.1. So, CD Projekt Red, hey, kudos to them, man. They're a great company. Yes, they had a shitty beginning, and I don't blame the devs for that necessarily. I blame, some of the things that they had to overcome for that, and the higher ups for that, the suit and ties. I blame those guys more so. So the fact that they're still trying to give the fans more of this world, more of this beautiful digital art, I can't be more happier about it. And then last but not least, they're going to add new accessibility tabs. Okay, so you're going to be able to change different things, maybe font size here, or you can, have different things of the HUD moved around or whatever. So haven't had a chance to dive into any of that, but looking forward to a lot of those things. So yes, man, that is a huge update for a 2.1, which I never even thought we were getting. Okay, maybe I missed it. It went over my head and somebody talked about it, wrote an article. I didn't know. I haven't seen it. And now in the gaming world, of course, especially somebody like me who covers a lot of it, there's just so much sometimes, you know what I mean? And it may be a slow week here and there, which there have been from time to time, but then usually it's popping. And usually if you have that slow week, it's followed by a crazy week. So this week here, next week's podcast is going to be crazy because it's the Video Game Awards, guys. There's so much shit going down. I can't wait to talk about the winners and what I thought. And then, of course, everybody's waiting for those stealth drops. Everybody's waiting for those release dates on other games we've been waiting on. And also surprises. There's always a surprise here and there of a game and these announcements. So it's going to be a stacked episode next week, guys. So please tune in next week. We're going to have a huge discussion on the Video Game Awards. We're going to break down all the games. We're going to break down all the surprises. And I can't wait to talk about all of that with you guys, my family, for sure. Now, that's going to do it for the show. I want to thank everybody for coming out, streaming, listening, downloading, showing your boy some love. And I'll say it again. Please show the YouTube channel some love. All right. Do it. And I know I keep talking about the Dragon Ball Drip website and I'm going to keep doing this. Now I'm really serious, guys. I keep saying I'm going to add the designs on there this week. Okay. I had so much shit going on. I'm still moving. I'm in the place now. I'm here, but I'm looking at a shit ton of boxes right now as I'm speaking into this microphone, and I still have a lot of stuff to do, but I am going to get to that this week. Okay. I'm not going to have any disturbances. It's going to be me by myself. So the kiddos, all of them are going to be gone, and it's just going to be me. So I'll be able to tackle a lot of things on my downtime, and it'll be quiet and I can deal with it, but I'm going to do it sometime this week. And yeah, so be looking out for that. But yes, check out the YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, guys. Content every day. I have content every day. I actually had a dope comment made by somebody who saw one of my videos and said I had a beautiful voice. He said that it was a cool voice or whatever. And I appreciated that. And I'm just trying to touch everyone the same way that I've touched you guys out here, and I'm trying to do it through YouTube now. So it's growing slowly. I've had 3, 4, 5 subscribers this past week or whatever, and I'm just trying to grow it nice and slow. Let's go on this journey together, man, and make that happen. So if you're listening to this show and you're a fan of the show, why not just subscribe? Subscribe to the channel and let's grow this shit together. So yeah, man, Also, check out my social media platforms other than YouTube. You can check me out on X, but I call it Twitter. I still call it Twitter. Check me out there. And also check me out on Instagram. Okay. I'm going to start posting more. I'm going to start posting more on Instagram. So definitely look out for that. And follow me at Studio MacGyver on X/Twitter. Okay. And I'll give you guys, gaming news, tidbits here and there. And a lot of the stuff that I post there is what will be discussed on the show. So if you guys want to chime in and you want to talk about something, or you want me to talk about something, hey, jump in there and give me a line, say something and let me know. And we can make that a fucking reality. Now, with that being said, I want to tell everybody, I appreciate you all. I love you dearly. I hope everybody has a great Christmas. We'll be talking. Trust me. But yes, it's the holiday season, man, and I'm a sucker for Christmas. I love that holiday. I love the, Christmas trees and the lights, and I love watching those classic movies like Home Alone and Uncle Buck. You know what I'm saying, during those times of the year. And so yeah, man, I'm just, despite everything that's taken place this last week or so, it's still looking great and looking bright, like I said, because now I'm past all the fuckery and the butter. I've cleaned it all up. There's no more butter. I can't find a drop of butter on me now. Okay, I'm butter free. So being here in my own element again, being able to do me and do what I want to do and how I want to do it, it should have always been that way. But you live and you fucking learn, right? So I love you guys so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, go out and subscribe to the YouTube channel and also TikTok as well. And I'm out, man. This is your boy, Studio MacGyver, and you have been listening to Random Gameplay Pimpin'. See you next time.